Would you shut up and just push the button already?
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
It's the Wisey Translator on the Wise Guys Sports Show.
I'm forever unclean.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is time once again for the Wisey Translator. It is the best segment of the night because it is the last segment of the night. It is that time when James and I give each other names inside and outside of the sports world, and we think of the first thing that pops into our head, and we give it to you. Have we figured out the Chronicle yet, James?
That I'm off work the next couple of days from when we're taping this. I will have a resolution of that in some capacity by the time we come to you guys next Sunday night or when that next show gets uploaded.
Okay, but in lieu of the Chronicle, I always go over some of our favorites over the time of the translator itself. Personally, I still go back to the first one. When my co-host looked us in the face at our first or second annual live draft react and said, stick that in the Wisey Translator, Sanika Wallace. And Alex and I were just looking at him like, did you really just say that? And he had, of course. So it is incumbent upon me as I wheeze into the phone, into the microphone, I do apologize, to give you, James, the first name of the night. And we're going to go here. We are going with the grandchild of Dick Hammer, Seattle Seahawks quarterback, Sam Darnold.
For every Marshawn and every member of that Legion of Boom who came up short because Pete Carroll was still calling games, from 1964 by throwing on the 1 yard line. He's basically going to wash all of that away. He's going to be able to get them their championship, and he is going to be your Super Bowl MVP by the time we go to bed on Sunday night. He will have basically eclipsed everybody else, even if he turns out to be nothing better than Eli Manning. He will have eclipsed everybody else there for the time being because he not only got there when none of them else did, he will have closed the show.
I agree. Speaking of Marshawn Lynch, and we're not going to go into it because we want to make the translator a nice, easy thing. You need to watch Bill Maher's podcast when he had Marshawn on. I'm giving you nothing else other than there was a lot of weed involved.
I will do that, and I will counter that with you need to watch the video that I suggested to you of Jason and Kylie Kelsey learning curling at the Olympic trials 2 weeks ago.
I've already seen it.
That was fast. I only told you about that yesterday.
I had seen it before because they brought up the fact that Kylie's got a great ass.
And it was also mentioned on their podcast. And also, did you happen to see they talked to George Clooney this week?
That was a few weeks ago.
Okay.
And the best was the way Clooney opened the show. Jason, I dig you, man. Travis, you killed me. Wonderful. Because, by the way, this week's episode of Not Gonna Lie details what happened in the last episode of New Heights when Travis broke one of Taylor's kitchen chairs.
EC Dub, EC Dub, EC Dub.
And he said, my name is Travis Kelsey, and I'm not going to lie. I broke Taylor's chair because of all the sourdough I ate.
And that's where I think the conversation with the clip that I saw about how do you get yourself out of an argument, and the conversation slid to that George has never had an argument with his wife for that period, and they're trying to give Travis notes.
Yes, I think Jason needs to give Travis all the notes.
Michael, speaking of notes to read and popular anecdotes that come out of it, I was going to give you this last week. We mentioned it. It's the perfect time as we actually are just having a bunch of fun tonight. Michael, your name in the Wisey Translator is our new favorite reporter. You know her, you love her, Everyone cannot get enough of her. Carissa Codel.
Baby got back.
If Sabrina Carpenter had a bakery,
Exactly.
who put Barbie's head on a refrigerator?
Someone tell her the Bengals need an O-line.
And yet she puts out a video a couple of days ago of her gym routine, and then she's squatting her co-host in the studio in sweats.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the type that'll send you to Valhalla.
I just love the fact that she can go from Southern Belle, Midwestern Southern Belle type, and then flip on that reporter voice just like that, so buttery smooth, and then just starts laughing with some of these tweets with her idiot, producers behind her, egging her on with the graphics. Jigglypuff, the mom from Shrek, Ursula from Little Mermaid, and and just you're done. You're completely done.
Exactly. She's hilarious, first of all. And second of all, leave her alone. Leave her alone.
Keep going with them because she loves them. They're
Oh no,
funny
I'm
as
talking about people who
hell.
are mean. She's
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah. It's funny because I also love how she's dropping you know, coming up at 5, the story about your mother. Stuff like that she's starting to drop in
You
on the
know,
mean ones.
you know who we need to see? We need to see the weatherman who puts the music lyrics in do a friggin' broadcast with her.
That I'd be down for that. It's,
Same.
remember when we used to have Battle of the Network Stars? We need to have a battle of the greatest, uh, greatest outlandish reporters from across the country.
Amen.